Hello, good morning, crafty friends. Happy Tuesday. Let me know you're hopping on today. I would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. And I would love to have a little chat to start things off today. So I hope you guys are doing well. We are still in recovery mode this weekend, or from this weekend. We had our big Stamp Joy event. Give me a shout out in the comments if you attended. We got to welcome 400 crafty friends to the Des Moines area this past weekend. We did building tours at our Ankeny headquarters. We did shopping here at our studio. We did a huge event at the Iowa Event Center with mini classes and make and takes and a class, all so much fun. So if you joined in the fun, thank you for coming. I hope you had a great time. We did. Like I said, we are still in a little bit of recovery mode. We had a smaller crew here yesterday, and now I hear everybody hustling and bustling downstairs as your orders are coming in from this morning's release, and we're getting all the pallets of materials and things that came back from the event center all put back where they go. So it's going to be a process. And we appreciate those of you that were not attending the event. We appreciate your patience for kind of giving us that time. We were all hands on deck for our entire team. This past weekend was down at the event center crafting and having so much fun. So
it was so great.
Oh, wasn't it? It
so
just
fun.
It fills my cup every year. I love being with others who love to do the same things that I love to do, which is making cards and sharing in the excitement of the new products that we've designed and the techniques that we're sharing. And yeah, just the love and encouragement. It's just a big joy fest, and
Yes.
I love it. I did take a day, kind of Sunday afternoon, and yesterday was actually our middle daughter Charlie's birthday. So we had a family party on Sunday, and then yesterday was her actual birthday, and we needed to make that special for her. The kids didn't have school, so I took a little time and had breakfast and kind of refreshed and recharged, and we're ready for another release.
Woo!
Do we get an eeks today from you?
I'm so excited!
I know! I'm so excited too. Hopefully you guys are excited. I can't wait to share these products with you, because I think when you just see photos or web images of what these products are, it doesn't quite get out there the vastness of versatility, the fun things that you can do with these things. So today's release is called All the Trimmings, and it is everything for Christmas gifting and decorating and tagging your gifts. So if you think about giving Christmas gifts, you think about decorating for Christmas, maybe making gift card holders, you're making tags or Christmas ornaments. All of those things are incorporated into this release. So you probably remember a few weeks back, maybe it's been almost a month now, we released our Christmas card items, and these are kind of a follow-up to that with things that you would use to gift for Christmas, decorate for Christmas, all of those things. So let's say hello to everybody today. Hello, Judy, half of the sisters with the handmade Stamp Joy shirts. You guys were amazing with your attire this weekend. So many creative ways to say share joy or stamp joy on a shirt. I loved it. Hello, Susan. Susan was trying to talk herself into no more Christmas supplies, but it was such an awesome release. That's good to hear. Gina says, a ton of stuff in your cart. You want to watch and see if you need to add anything else. Well, good. I'm glad you're here for that today. And we've got Nancy here. Hi, Stacy. Deb in Illinois. Rachel, Gail. Deb, I think you said it's cooler in Illinois today, but I just need to give a huge shout out to the weather. It was amazing this weekend. We have never had better weather, especially the end of October. Today is supposed to be in the high 70s, which is crazy. My kids and I were talking about how Halloween is just a few weeks away, and it doesn't feel like it. Although I shouldn't speak too soon, because usually on Halloween it has chilled down quite a bit, and I'm bundled in my parka with my hat on and my gloves, running around trick-or-treating with the kids. But maybe this year...
It says it's going to be 80.
What?
Is that shocking?
That is shocking.
It's going to be 80 the 2 days before Halloween.
80 for Halloween. My kids are going to make me take back their costumes because we usually try to do like warm weather or warm costumes to keep them warm because the weather is cold. Now would be the year that Charlie could actually be a cheerleader for Halloween.
Yes.
Because you need like, you know, a skirt and a tank top.
Yes.
You can't be a cheerleader with a parka on. So I keep telling her, oh, that's probably not a good choice. But now this year, she'll probably make me take back her costume. Did I tell you what I got her for a costume? Whitney?
What?
She's a squishmallow.
Oh, cute!
If any of you have tween, teen, young children, squishmallows are a big thing. And they made a squishmallow costume. It's
so
adorable,
fun.
but it's going to be hot and
Yes.
80 degrees wearing a squishmallow. So we'll see. Yeah, Lolly says it snowed in Illinois on Halloween last year. So it can run the whole gamut. 80 to snowing. You just never know. All right, you guys. Well, let's talk about Christmas when it will definitely be snowing. And I'm going to show you some of the projects down in front of me that the design team has created. And we're going to talk about how you can use these not only for your gifting, but also for cards. That's why I love the versatility of this release, because maybe you'll see something you haven't quite decided on your Christmas cards yet, but you see something that you can use for a card, or you can use it for tags this year and cards next year. So there's lots of versatility for the things you can do with these products. I'm going to take a minute here to just kind of move things around where they go, and we'll talk about them as we go through what we have for you with this release.
Gifting release is always my favorite. Decor and tags. So many fun things.
So fun. All right. Here we go. Still sorting because there's so much goodness. Few more things here. And then, of course, we get to craft together, too. Can't forget about that. I made a project that I will be using for my kids this year. They're going to be pretty excited about the advent calendar that I made for them. And I can't wait to show you guys, too. Okay, let's talk about the bundles that we have for you guys and our special offer this release. So I'll start with that special offer. When you purchase $75 or more from our All the Trimmings category, which is our new release category, you will get a free video tutorial. This video tutorial comes to you from our new designer, Sue Banker, and she is so good at taking products that have kind of an intended use and showing you all the different ways you could use them. So she has so many creative ideas to share in this video using these products in some expected ways and some really unexpected ways. So that's our special offer. Let's talk through the bundles that we have for this release then. First up, we have the Arch Noel bundle. This one you can see is $82. The bundles are not discounted in price, so you can also pick and choose the individual items. We just put these together as a way to curate the collection. If you know you want everything in that all goes together, you can just grab that bundle. So let's go ahead and talk through the Arch Noel bundle products. If you were at Stamp Joy this past weekend, you're going to recognize these items because they were available as an early release product. So if you were at Stamp Joy, just make sure that you check your collection as to whether you bought these this weekend. Other than that, they have never before been seen. So if you weren't at Stamp Joy, then you did not see these until today. And we have the Arch Noel stamp set. So you guys might remember our Arch Nouveau stamp that we released earlier this year. It was specifically designed for creating calendars, but these work great for cards as well. And we have a new product that coordinates with these to help you make them into tags for your holiday gifts. This is the Tag Stacklets 5 die set, and those arched scenes that you have here fit perfectly into the largest tag in this set. Now this tag set has something special incorporated into each tag. I love that. Each one has some stitching. You can see the cute little asterisks in each scallop. Those are pierced into the paper, so nothing extra you have to do. We have piercing dots around the second layer and a little border on that third layer. So lots of options there. If you don't have the previously released Arch Nouveau, then you may want to add on the coordinating dies. These are called the Arch Nouveau dies, and they coordinate with the size of the Arch Noel as well. So you can see this particular stamp, the inside of this grouping cuts out the image perfectly, and then this larger one creates a little bit bigger layer for your image. And then those two fit perfectly on the largest tag in the Tag Stacklets 5 set. So that's Arch Noel. And then for creating some sentiments to go either on your cards or on your tags, we have a really nice to from. We have just some generic Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Season's Greetings, Very Merry, Let It Snow, Sending Holiday Cheer, and Celebrate the Season. This has been, if you may remember, the Sundry Sentiments set that we released earlier this year. It has been our most popular sentiment set, so we decided to take that same font work and create it in a holiday set. So this is Sundry Sentiments Holiday, and then coordinating dies as well. So let's take a look at kind of the intended use for this particular product, and you can see the tags here that Emily Midlowski created. We've got that arch design that she just embossed with white embossing powder on red cardstock, and you don't have to color it. So if you don't want to do coloring, you don't have to do that. And it looks really great just embossed in white on colored cardstock. And then this is that largest tag. You see those cute little asterisks that are pierced into the tag design at the bottom as well. Then Jen decided to use the product and create a set of cards. So she's got those Sundry Sentiments on there, and again she did the same thing and embossed with white onto the colored cardstock. So really striking way to use these stamps without having to color, but they look great colored as well. And those of you that attended this weekend got to create a make and take using this, and we actually colored the image in with markers. So that's an option for you as well. Then if you're still in Halloween mode, Jill,
Who's not?
I know.
For life.
Jill is so creative. She said she looked at this tiniest tag and she saw a ghost. So she created the cutest little set of Halloween tags. I think she used the two smallest tags in this set and just put some big googly eyes, a cute little smiley, and he's got his rosy cheeks. And you have the cutest little ghost tag as well. So there you go, another idea to make this even more versatile. All right, next up, let's talk about the Folk Holiday Tags Bundle. This one is $83 and is great for tagging, but also versatile enough to work for cards. So let me show you the products that are in this bundle. It's very simple, 3 products here, and it's all kind of starts with the folk holiday tags. Look how pretty those are. Such intricate designs with that really popular folk art style. And this is a stamp and stencil combo. So if I pull this out of the packaging, you can see that it has the stamp set that stamps all the really intricate details of these images. And then you have the stencils that fill in those details. So you have a set of layering stencils to fill in the details of your stamped image. So on this packaging piece, everything that you see in the dark green color is part of the stamp, and then the other colors are added with the stencil layers. And you have a couple little extra things here. If you want to turn these into little tags, you can add these little ornament toppers on top of the star or the Christmas tree. We left them off to give you that versatility. If you do want to add them on cards, then you have the option of not making them into tag ornament toppers. So let's take a look at some of the samples. Also, we've got the coordinating die then that goes with that. And this is a die that has those alignment squares on it, so you can cut all of those images at the same time. And then we have our sentiment set, all together occasions 3. If you were around Tailored Expressions last year, this was a freebie that we offered with our Christmas release, so you might have this one in your stash. It's one of those all together stamps that has all of the sentiments on one stamp piece, and then you have the alignment squares that coordinate with the die to cut them all out at the same time. There's a really nice to from in this set, as well as just some general Christmas sentiments. 'Tis the season, warm wishes, merry and bright, ho ho ho. There's one that says Noel. There are a lot of, these are smaller scale sentiments, so they will fit great on these tags as well if you need a sentiment for the front of your tag. So let's take a look at some of the samples here. Look at what Lori did. Such a gorgeous color combinations. She stamped the image with the huckleberry ink and then filled in the rest with the green and the lighter purple colors with the stencils. We've got that poinsettia and pine 3D embossing folder.
I love that.
So great in the background. Gives it so much pop and dimension. And then she also used those sentiments from the bundle, the All Together Occasions 3. Really, really pretty. Love those. You can go really traditional with your color combination, or you can go kind of unique. So here are a couple sets. Let me see if I can find the ones that all go together here. This one, Emily used lots of different colors on these. So these are all from Emily Midlowski. Let me just hold some of them up here so you can see them all together as a grouping. So she added the really cute little drip drops on there. You can see how she used a hole punch to punch into the top of each of these ornament toppers so that you can create them into tags if you choose to do that. You can put your details on the back. I don't think Emily did, but you can put like your to from on the back. You could put a little Noel on the front from that small All Together Occasions sentiment set. And then here are a couple others that she created in some really fun color combinations, so you can get really creative with the colors that you use on these. And then for max versatility, Jen created a card using the folk tree, and we've got that twiggy background that is just the perfect little dropping spot for that focal image, and the Season's Greetings sentiment, which came from the Sundry Sentiments set that we just talked about in the last bundle. So really pretty. All right, who's feeling in the mood to wrap their Christmas gifts? I think we have to shop for the Christmas gifts before we can wrap them.
True.
But I'm starting to feel in the mood just so that I can make some of these fun tags. Okay, let's talk about our last bundle for this release. This is the Snow Much Fun bundle. And this one, it is includes an exclusive product. We put together a fun set of bits and pieces that you can use inside of your little shaker bubbles. So I'm going to show that off here when we talk about these items. This was a product that was designed by Heather. She did such a great job with this cute little snowman, and he's got the little belly that fits with our shaker bubbles. So let's take a look at the die and clear combo that Heather designed, and then I'll talk about the other items in this bundle. So we've got the Snow Much Fun die and clear combo. This is the die set that creates the little snowman that you see here, and then you have several clear stamps to create the faces, and then you have sentiments for the inside of the belly. Snow Much Fun, Snow Happy, we're friends, thank you, Snow Much. So there's a look at that clear set in the back. There are lots of fun little faces. There's one that's kind of angry, so I know I start to feel a little grumpy about the snow sometimes. So we have some fun snarky snow insiders from last year and sentiments in other sets that would be fun with that grumpy face. And then you have like a little singing face with an open mouth, and then the smiley face. And then this one with the 2 dots, that is the cheeks on the snowman. And then also in that bundle then, you get 2 sets of our shaker bubbles. When I show you these samples, you are gonna wanna make the cutest little shaker tags. I think they're so much fun. And that video that you're gonna get from Sue is going to show you so many other options for using these shaker bubbles. Are you gonna grab me one, Whitney? Is that what you're digging in the box for?
I was.
Okay.
You want me to grab one?
Yeah, let's see something else too. After I get done showing these, I'll show you one of Sue's things. Okay, then we've got the bits and pieces. This is called Frosty Fun, and it is exclusive to the bundle. So this is a different shaker mix that has clay snowflakes, sequins, little holographic stars in it. It just provides the perfect little mix for the belly if you want to include something like that. But we've also shown you lots of other ways or things that you can put inside. If you want to gift a little pair of earrings, those fit perfectly in there. Susan did that on one of her lives. You can also put candy. We talked about like white Tic Tacs or dehydrated marshmallows.
Yes!
Wouldn't that be cute? And just
adorable.
tie it onto a mug with some cocoa in it, and you've got your little marshmallows inside the belly. So here's a look at the tags that Heather created, and you can see she's got that shaker mix in there with the sentiment behind it. She used the kind of surprised singing face, I guess it is, and then the smiley face as well. I love how those turned out. And then we've got this from Sue. So Sue did something really fun, and she put 2 of the bubbles together. So Heather's card is flat on the back. And then if I turn this over, you can see Sue's, where she placed 2 of the bubbles together. So you have basically a 3D double-sided piece. This would be great if you were doing like an ornament for the tree. So if it turns around, you're gonna see the same front to back. And I thought that was just so cute. Sue's got a couple of other ideas that she's going to share how she created these in that video if you purchase the $75 or more. We have here this is another ornament. You can see the bubbles are adhered back to back. And then you have this bubble ornament with the manger scene in it. I think that's really nice. And then we have another double-sided ornament. You could use these as tags as well, just another way to kind of make these into a fun 3D item. We've got our cute little dancing through the snow penguin inside the bubble on our lacy circle scallop die cut there. We've even got candies to show you. So Sue wrapped that up and made it look like a little peppermint candy. So many things you can do with these shaker bubbles. And in the bundle, you get 2 packages, but we do have them available for purchase separately if you want to grab more than the 2 packs. There are 8 in each package. All right. Eeks! Isn't that so fun?
Love it.
Okay, well, I want to talk about max versatility. I feel like that's my term of the day, but we have a couple of cards using this cute little snowman as well. Look at how adorable. You can even fit 2 of them on the same card. They're looking at each other. Snow happy, we're friends. And then this one is a look at how you could create a shaker belly without the bubble if you wanted to just pop up that focal piece there, create a well around the circle belly, and then put your shaker bits inside. So, so cute. Lisa says, I wasn't going to get the snow bundle. Well, that has changed.
Oopsie.
Oopsie daisy. Okay, so that's it for our bundles. Let's talk through some of our individual products. So this is one, if you attended Stamp Joy last year in 2023, this was one of our early release products. So if you did not attend in person, this is the first time this product has been made available for purchase on the website. It is called Stocking Stuffer, and it's this large scale stocking. Originally, we designed it to fit our hugger collection of dies. So you see we've got our cute little cat poking out of the top of this stocking, but it's perfect for so many other things. You can see in some of Sue's projects, she has done a couple unique things. We've got one here on my left that I'm holding that is made out of paper, and there's just a little chapstick. She's glued them back to back, and then you can put a little gift inside, maybe a little candy cane or pixie sticks if your kids like those. They do have to be thinner things, you know, pencils, chapstick, like I said, would work. Whitney was even able to fit an antibacterial little travel size from Bath & Body Works fit into the felt one. It has a little bit more stretch to it than the paper one, but Sue stitched this together, all hand-stitched designs on there with some of our tiny town images. And you've got a cute little pocket, or it could be an ornament if you don't want to use it as a little gift holder. But so many great uses for this stocking stuffer. Let me show you a couple more cards because we've got different samples here. Jen created this one and I made this one over here. And you can really do it in so many different colors. You've got your traditional reds and greens, then you've got your more silver blue combo. Really, really fun. We did have a good question yesterday on our Facebook page with the sneak peeks of these products. Someone asked if this was sized to fit a gift card. It is not sized to fit a gift card, so it won't, it's not wide enough here to fit a gift card in it, but it does fit some of those other smaller gifty items in it. So that's called stocking stuffer. Then, since we were just talking about the cute huggers that fit in the top of the stocking, let me show you this one. This is our new hugger for this release. I'm a Hugger Reindeer. And you can see how cute he is popping out of that stocking. Emily Midlowski made this little tag. She used the to and the from Sundry Sentiments. And this is a die and clear combo, so you get the clear stamps to put the face on your little reindeer. And if you want to add, it has that little kind of stamp for the in between the eyes to make the hair different color if you want to do that. There's also a die for that piece as well if you'd rather die cut that and glue it on. But I think this is super cute. Originally, these I'm a Hugger dies were designed to hold gift cards. So you can put your gift card in one of our gift card envelopes and wrap that hugger around the bottom, kind of turn his feet up, and then he becomes a little gift card holder. Isn't that cute? So cute. All right, then we have an addition to a current product. This one might be a little bit hard to figure out if you're just looking at what does light strand topper mean and what does that do? Well, if you check out the product page, you will find a video on how to put together a Christmas light using a previously released product from TE. So this product is called the Berry Sweet Treat Die Set, and it creates a strawberry. So you can see the little topper for the strawberry. You fold this box up. We released it earlier this year, and it was designed to create a strawberry and do some fun little Valentine gifts. That's when we released this earlier this year for Valentine's Day. And Sue, in all of her creativity, figured out a fun way to make this into a Christmas bulb. So you can see one here that I haven't put all the way together. There is a video on how to do this, but we are introducing this light strand topper. You can see I've cut it here. We have finagled all of the things that you need. So the holes are in the right spot. You've got a tab to adhere it. We have the fun detailing along the bottom. And it's perfectly sized so that when you fold up this little bulb and fold this around it, you can adhere with the tab on the side. You're gonna have the cutest little Christmas bulb. And Sue has so many ideas for using these to create things like a garland for your mantle, or maybe you want a little advent calendar with a little, I like to do the ones with my kids, like go look in the place that keeps our food cold. And it's a little note inside that tells them where to go for the actual gift. Because these are small, you can't fit a lot inside of them, but you can fit a couple candies in there if you want to give these to coworkers. You could use them to tag your holiday gifts or gift bags. Let me show you a couple of things that Sue has done with these. Here's one that is all strung together on a piece of baker's twine. And look how cute that looks. So this is the project she'll be sharing with you in the video on how to put this together. And then she has lots of other ideas for how to dress these up. Like maybe you want to cut them out of foil instead of regular cardstock. And look at how shiny and bright that looks. So I love that. Somebody asked, would a chapstick fit into the light bulb? Well, I think I could try that for you here. Let me find the chapstick from the, if I just kind of try and hold this closed as if it were adhered, and then you stick that in there. It does stick out of the top a little bit, but it fits. It would fit inside there, so that's kind of fun. If your kids are anything like mine, they would probably appreciate a chapstick. It's like the 12 days of chapstick.
I know.
Or lip gloss. Charlie and her lip gloss. I could put a different one in there every day for 12 days and she would be a happy camper. So that is the light strand topper. If you don't already have the Berry Sweet treat die set, then you'll want to grab that as well in order to make those lights.
I can't wait to make these.
It's so fun.
It's so cute.
You could even string them all the way around like a mini Christmas tree.
Yes.
I have a little tabletop tree, and now that I'm thinking about that, that would be so fun. All right, last but certainly not least, we have a product that's called Gingerbread Lane. So this, I think, off of first glance, might look like a card making set, but I'm going to show you some really fun ways to transform these into little treat boxes. In fact, I made a whole advent calendar using this die and stamp set. So the artwork features 3 different gingerbread houses. When I turn this over, look at the size of these. So these are pretty good sized gingerbread houses, and they are designed to fit on top of the treats and trinkets box. So you have one that's tall and skinny, you have one that's more of your normal looking house, and then you have a shorter, fatter house. So 3 different options for houses, and they all fit on the front of this box, kind of like we did with our tombstone treats. So if you had those tombstones, you just adhered them to the front of your box and then had a decorated treat box. Let me show you what I mean here with one that I have from my advent calendar. So if I hold it up like this, you can see that treats and trinkets box that you can just open up, put your little treats inside. And the other fun thing that I decided to do, let me pull in another one that I have and show you this one. So I decided to make a little address for each house, and the address corresponds with the day of the month that you open the gift. So 1203 is 12/3, so you open this on December 3rd, and then here's December 9th, and then I have all the way up, I did the 12 days of Christmas, and so I did 12 little houses, and I'm going to show you a picture because I'm not sure I can get this all in the live camera, but here's how I set up my little advent, I shouldn't call it little, it turned into a big advent calendar.
It's so cute.
I had so much fun making these little houses and finding a display for them. I got everything at Hobby Lobby. I even made a pom-pom tree out of a styrofoam piece, a triangular shaped styrofoam piece, and glued pom-poms to it. So it was so much fun. And
so
then
cute.
Here's a look at my decorated houses, all 12 of them. We're going to be creating some houses together just so I can share different ideas for decorating these with the die set. And you can have lots of options for creating fun roof patterns or adding gumdrops and all the sparkle to your cute little
Are those
gingerbreads.
rainbow gumdrops I spy?
Yes, I did rainbow on the gumdrops. So yes, I still have to figure out what little gifts are going inside for my girls, but I thought that would be really fun for them this holiday season. So I made it happen. And now I just have to buy the stuff to go inside. All right, then because we like the max versatility, I did go ahead and create a card so you could see what it would look like. These houses, as I said, are pretty large, so it really only needs one house as the focal image. I have the evergreen dies on the left here, and I splattered those, and then you can see we've got the background. What is that background stamp called that I used? Dotted snowfall?
Yes!
Okay, I got it. Dotted snowfall is perfect with this. Okay, let's see. We've got, yes, some questions. So where are the little candy canes from? I'm going to show you guys that. It's so great. And then somebody also asked, would you show what the box looks like with the short house? Yes, I will bring all the houses in here so you can see them all together and the size difference. So this is tall, skinny house. This is kind of normal house. And then this one is shorty, squat house. So they all fit around the box. The box is just horizontal on the short, squatty house. So your opening is on the side as opposed to the other two houses where the box is adhered vertically to the house and your opening then would be on top. Hopefully that makes sense, but the box does fit completely behind all of the houses. All right, let's talk about those candy canes then, since that's fun. And I'm gonna go ahead and find my cardstock here and my die cut machine. All right, so the die set that I'm using is the one that coordinates with the gingerbread. Whitney, I have this one, but all the pieces that go with it.
Oh, my little pieces, got them.
Thank you. So all of the little accoutrements, we'll call them, all of the little extras that go with those gingerbread coordinating dies are all in the same set. So you've got a little gingerbread man, some hearts. I'm going to talk about these candy canes. We have a peppermint and the cutest little gumdrops to decorate your gingerbread houses. So here's what those look like, and then here are the house dies. Now, I need to give credit to Erin. She is one of our illustrators here at TE, and she came up with the coolest idea for creating these little candy canes. One of the issues that we have with candy canes always is we want the stripes to go to the edge of the candy cane, but who wants to cut out 5 or 6 or more stripes and adhere them individually to your die cut? That's way too hard. So this is what Erin came up with to kind of solve that problem. And I'm going to show you guys. There is a video of this on the Gingerbread Lane set. So if you need to re-watch this later, you certainly can do that. Okay, so I'm going to take and cut this out of white. And the first color that you cut out of, really, it's okay. It doesn't really make a difference. It's going to determine what one of the colors of your candy cane is. So this is also going to allow you to make candy canes in so many different color combinations. So if you want Halloween candy canes, then you're going to cut one of the layers out of orange and one of the layers out of black. If you want red and green candy canes, then you can cut your first layer out of red and your second layer out of green. Okay. You actually don't have to cut the second layer yet. So here's what we're going to do. We have our little candy canes cut. There's one that faces each direction because that's always important, right? And we're going to take and adhere this then. If I'm going for a red and white candy cane, the traditional look, and we're going to adhere this to our red cardstock. So let me grab my, gotta get this. Might need your help, Whitney.
Oh,
nope.
yes.
Nope, I got it. Okay. So we're going to take our glue press and go ahead and adhere this candy cane to the red cardstock. And I'm really only putting adhesive on the thick white stripes. So the thick white parts, I don't need to put adhesive on the outline that's around the outside of this. And you will see why in just a second. We're going to take and, again, add some adhesive there. And place that down. And then we have the actual candy cane size that we want to make. So this is big and kind of not quite the right look for a candy cane. It works if you want to just use it that way. But what we're going to do here, Erin's brilliant idea was to create a slightly smaller candy cane that cuts inside of the outline of our larger striped candy cane. I need to go ahead and adhere those down. I'm going to bring my die cut machine back in so that we're ready to go here. And if we put them both down at the same time, I should be able to adhere them, or maybe I'll just make it easy on myself and adhere two different pieces of tape. So just make sure that that candy cane fits all the way inside of the outline. We've given you plenty of space. I'll hold this up so you can see. There's what that looks like. And then we're going to place our top plate over, and I'm going to run it back and forth a couple of times just because we are cutting through 2 layers of cardstock. And if you need to use a metal shim, that would work as well. Everybody's machine tension is a little bit different. But as I pull this out here, let me just show you what we have then. We have the perfect little candy canes. Look at those. Perfect.
Woo!
With the stripes that go all the way to the outside edge. Isn't that amazing?
Genius!
Genius. I love it. And you'll be creating candy canes in all the fun colors. You can do 2 colors of your choice just depending on what you cut out of and then what you adhere down to. We'll get you those candy canes. So it was really, really hard to do with such small pieces, but now you have the cutest tiny little candy canes and you didn't have to work too hard. So
Cute.
brilliant. I love it. All right, so I'm going to keep those in my little, I've got my little star trinket tray that I have with some pre-cut pieces here. The next thing I want to talk about or show you guys is something that I did on my little house here. Hopefully you can see it in the picture, but do you see the little sugar on top of my gumdrops? That was so fun. I had so much fun incorporating all of the little elements into this. So I want to do some of those sugar dipped gumdrops for you next and make sure that they have time to dry before we go and adhere them on our project. So I already have one in red. I have a purple, yellow. I think I need an orange and green. Okay, so we'll do 2 of them. If you were here last week, then hopefully you listened to my dip versus dump. That's my glitter technique. If I can dip it into the jar versus dump the glitter out, that will always be my first choice because glitter is messy and we want to avoid getting messy. So I take my little tweezer, my reverse tweezer that allows me to hang on to these, and then you can put whatever adhesive you want on the tip of this. Maybe you've got some crystal glaze, or I'm just going to take my glue press, something that dries clear, And I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze a little bit of glue out onto the tip of my gumdrop, just like that. And then we're gonna do our dip versus dump. Tap it back in there, and we've got a cute little, look at that. Oh, it's so cute. A little sugared gumdrop. And that is gonna dry clear. Right now it looks white, but it will dry clear, and we'll have just the clear glitter that looks more like sugar. And the glitter that I'm using is Sugar Cube. So you don't have to do a thick layer of glue either, because this glitter is going to stick to whatever adhesive you've got on there. So there we have our second little glittered gumdrop. I'm going to set those up at the top of my workstation, and they will be ready to go when they'll be dry, hopefully by the time we're going to put our little house together. All right, let's go ahead and stamp our gingerbread houses then. I have a piece of toffee cardstock. I have my Gingerbread Lane stamps here, and since I have room on my paper, I might as well just go ahead and stamp them all. Get out my Misty here. It's amazing we even have a Misty to work with, right?
I know. I don't think I've unpacked the die picks yet. So if you were looking for one of those, still MIA.
I did have to search through tubs yesterday to find a heat tool. I went downstairs and rummaged through the palettes that had come back. So I did find one. So we can do our heat embossing today. Let's see, can I get all of them on here? I think so. Okay, so we'll go ahead and powder this with our powder tool. That's going to keep the embossing powder only where we want it to go. And I'm embossing with white embossing powder on toffee cardstock. If you guys get a chance to check out the website, you'll want to check out what Lori Craig created with this project with just some really simple white embossing on toffee cardstock. She created the most gorgeous garland of gingerbread houses that I think would look so pretty on your mantle. So you don't have to go, 18 steps down the road like I did. You can do something really simple as well. I don't know where my press tool is. I think it might be still gone. Thank you. I knew we had one around here somewhere. Unpacking is hard.
It is.
It is also one of my least favorite things to do, like when I get back from a trip.
Yes.
I do not. How many do we have here that unpack like right when you get home from your trip? John, my husband, is one of those. Like, he do not pass go. He just goes straight upstairs, unpacks the suitcase. And I always am kind of envious of that, and yet I can't bring myself to do it.
I know.
I'm like, I'm just not ready yet. I need to live out of that suitcase for a few days until it brings me enough pain and annoyance that I actually unpack it.
Yes.
So we are in the unpacking mode around here. All right, so we'll sprinkle this over the top. I might need to redo here. I'm going to put the rest back in the container and add a little bit more on this house. It didn't quite get enough in the corners here. All right, now we can heat this and we'll have our pretty artwork. The other great thing about these is you can color them. So if you love to color, stamp them onto white cardstock and our sugar cube cardstock and just color them with your markers. I have a little bit of both, it looks like. I move slowly around my image, waiting for that embossing powder to turn before I move on to the next section. Instead of kind of waving it around, you won't see me waving my embossing tool, my heat tool. Slowly move it, let it turn, and then move along. There we have our 3 houses. It looks like we have, most people like to unpack and get their laundry going as soon as they get home. Yeah, that's the easy part of unpacking, is getting the laundry. I will say that I just tend to slowly unpack my makeup bag, my travel bag. As I use the things, they go back where they belong, and then eventually the travel bag makes its way back into the closet until next time. Okay, let's see if we can fit these dies on all together. I might actually go ahead and do just this first one, and then we'll do the others. All right, house number 1. Now these are a little bit more of a chunky, I would say, outline on the die, and that was the intention. So just don't think that they are supposed to be right up against the line like you'll find with our sentiments. These are a little bit of a chunkier outline so that they fit nicely behind or in front of that treats and trinkets box. Looks like we've got your wheels spinning. Some of you are excited to craft and make this into a garland, and imagine these as little treat boxes. If you have coworkers you like to make holiday treats for, you can fit a good number of things in that little treats and trinkets box. I saw someone was asking if we have the toffee die cuts of the treats and trinkets box. We only did those pre-cut for the Halloween kit. And so this box is now available as a, well, it always was. It's available as a die so that you can grab that and cut it out of whatever color you want. Okay, so we've got our 3 houses. We can move that out of the way. And I can't pass up an opportunity to add dimension to my project. So I am going to go ahead and do, which one should we do? Let's do the kind of the traditional looking house. So I am going to add dimension by blending. I've got one of our newer colors here, Latte. And we're gonna add just a little bit of latte around the outside of our gingerbread house to make it look like a darkened cookie. It's like a little crisp around the edges. You could do this tone on tone with toffee, or the other color that I've been using for this is cinnamon, and I think cinnamon looks a lot like gingerbread. So I'll show you that one next. That was the house with latte. Now let me bring in one of my cute little gingerbread guys, and I have cinnamon ink, and we'll go ahead and blend that around the outside. That's just a little bit darker and has a little bit more of a reddish tone to it, like the gingerbread does. Now it's time to decorate. This is my kind of cookie decorating. I like working with paper because I'm not very good at cookie decorating. It has been something that I would love to be better at, but all right, I need my little piece of scratch paper, and we're gonna do the roof first. And I did my roofs in several different ways. Let me pull a few in so that you can see different options for adding special touches. So on the far left, I colored in the diamonds on the roof with white gel pen. And then on the other two, I used a glue pen, which we're gonna do here in just a second. And I added red glitter over the top. In this case, my dip versus dump, my dip won't work. So we're gonna dump it. I've got my piece of scratch paper, and then I have my two-way glue pen. We offer this at the TE store, and it is something that I used a lot on these little houses to add extra little details. You just take that glue pen and color in the areas that you want to cover. And then we're gonna pour the glitter over the top, and it's gonna stick to wherever I colored with my glue pen. Nice and easy, simple way to add a lot of excitement to the little house. So that didn't take long at all. You do want to move fairly quickly because you don't want your glue to dry before you get your glitter poured on top. There we go. I do have some excess over here around the edges, and I try not to let it bother me too much until the glitter is dry on there, and then I just take a cloth or a paintbrush and kind of get that excess off. So there's what it looks like. Super cute. Let's put this part away. And then I mentioned white gel pen. So if you have a white gel pen, that's a fun way to add a little bit more detail. And on one of mine, I just colored in the little detail on the windowsills here with white gel pen to call those out just a touch. And then I'm gonna grab my glue press and our gumdrops that we sugared at the beginning, and we're gonna go ahead and glue those down at the bottom here. Just adding a drop of glue in each of those. I have my crystal katana that I will use to place that on here. Let's do yellow first over here, and then the orange can center in the available space there. And then we'll do green, purple on the end, and blue in the middle. All right, I feel good about it. It's cute.
Super cute.
So cute. There are a couple of hearts in the die set, and some of the houses have hearts on them, so it kind of calls out for you where you might want to put a heart, but you can also find other spaces to put them. So I'm going to take my glue press again, and we're going to put a red die cut heart over the top. And then my last little embellishment for this one. Oh my goodness, I just saw these sitting off to the side. How cute are those? Let me pull these out because I know we have these. Are they called holiday sprinkles, Whitney?
Yes!
So these were released with our gingerbread cookie set last year, but they have the cutest little peppermints in them. Wouldn't those be fun, like in the windows? Like that. These little clay peppermints would be a fun way to decorate the house as well. So if you don't have this cute little clay mix, makes for a great shaker mix, but you can pull those cute little peppermints out and use them to decorate your gingerbread house.
Adorable.
I also realized I didn't use my candy canes on here, but they do fit nicely around the door. So if you like that look, you can add candy canes on there as well. Cute. I'm going to leave these off because I'm going to keep the peppermints on there, I think. And then last, I want to add some tiny diamonds. So there are lots of little dots across in lots of different places on this imagery. So you have lots of options for how you might want to add some little tiny diamonds. You can see on this house, I added them right underneath the eaves, almost like Christmas lights on that one. So lots of different places. In this one, I'm going to put them around the windows, and I'm going to do them in rainbow order. So I'm just going to drop a dot of glue on there. Maybe I should have gotten the little dots out first because now I have to move extra quickly to get these out before my glue dries. So I only need 2 per color, and I have somehow figured out how to, if you just tap, 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 you can get 2 to fall out. And then you don't have to dump a whole bunch and put them back. Oh, except that one. I got a little bit in a hurry. So red, orange, yellow, green, and then we're going to use the teal color and leave off the purple. You guys would have been proud of me if you saw me this weekend. I was wearing purple, and I loved every minute of it. So I do love purple now. As long as it's dried fig. All right, I put a little drop of glue down for the peppermints as well. So we'll pick those up first and put those in my windows. And then we'll go red, orange, yellow. This one needs to turn over, green, blue. These are all the ones that aren't turned over for me. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Okay, let's do the other side, red, and then I'm going to hold this up into the camera so you can see all of the fun detail. Green and blue. Oh, didn't get it. Come with me. Okay, look at how cute. How cute is that? So fun. I love it. Okay, so let's take a look at that treats and trinkets box then. As I mentioned before, in case you missed it, this is available as a die, and I have already trimmed it out of a piece of toffee cardstock. Here's what the die looks like. And you can cut it out of whatever color you want. Use your bone folder if you want to. There are impress lines so that you can easily fold on the impress in order to create this little box. And we'll go ahead and fold and fold and fold. Super easy to put together once you get it all creased. And then we'll adhere our house to the front. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some adhesive on the tab portion. And then hold it in place. Just like that. Now that's the only bit of adhesive you need. Sometimes it helps to get it perfectly lined up to just flatten the box out and really press it down. Then you don't have to get your hands inside of it to press it together. And you know it's perfectly lined up because it does flatten. Then we can place our bottom in and our top, and our little box is done. Put some adhesive on the back of our house, or why don't we just put it on the front of our box. And we'll stick this down. And it fits perfectly. Here's what it looks like from the back side. You can also go like this. So cute, right? I love it. I just, for my little addresses that I mentioned earlier, I just cut them out and hand wrote the numbers on there. So if you want to do something like that, that's not a stamp or a die that I used. I just cut out small pieces and placed them on, or wrote on the numbers. All right, I think we did it.
Wow! We have another one to add.
We have another, what to add?
More candy.
Oh, another one to add to my advent calendar.
More candy for me.
True. All right, let me come back to you guys and see what you were inspired by today. It looks like Lee says she's been enabling others that they need these gingerbread houses. Well, I'm glad you're loving them. It was one of my favorite things in this release, but there's really so much to craft with as we think about ways that we can share joy this holiday season. And it's not just through cards. We can do lots of different things. Treats and even the decorations around my own house bring me so much joy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live today and the new products, and I will plan to see you next week. Although maybe I'll see you Thursday. Susan will be here, so definitely plan to tune in Thursday. She will be chatting with you about those folk holiday tags. She's got some fun tips and tricks, and they're going to be beautiful. Susan is amazing at tagging all of her holiday gifts. You should see her tree. It's beautiful with the wrapped presents and the coordinating tags. So I always love to hear what she has to say about creating gift tags for the holidays. So that'll be Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And I might see you then. If not, I will definitely see you next week. Have a good one, everybody.